Hello guys, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about simple interest. Guys, we all know that we have to do work to earn money. We have to either work in an office or have to do business. The main purpose of all these activities is to just to earn the money. After earning the money, we can spend it for our daily needs. Like for example, we have to spend money for our school fees of our children's. For example, we have to spend money to do some shoppings. So all these types of a common example of spending the money. Beside spending the money, we also need to save money. How can we save our money? The purpose of saving money is that we can spend it on our some special expenditures, like for example, which are other than your monthly expenditure. Uh, if for example your family member becomes ill and you have to spend money in your hospital, or for example you have to purchase a good laptop. So all these types of expenditures are basically needs more money or extra money rather than other than your monthly expenditures. So we have to save the money. How can we save a money? When we talk about save a money, here comes the bank in a picture. A bank is an organization which keeps your money safe. Why safe? Because if you save money in your home, it can be theft. There's so much danger arise when if you save money in your home. At the end of a fixed period which has been agreed upon, it returns you more money than the amount you deposited. This extra money is called interest. The extra money is called interest. The amount you deposited and the amount you got extra on the deposited amount is called this extra amount is called interest. Basically, how it becomes happen, like how bank gives you extra money. Basically, the cycle is that the bank pays interest for allowing the bank to lend your money to others, mostly businessmen, to improve their business. While the bank gives you interest for saving money, it collects more interest from the person to whom it lends your money. What does that means? Basically, the money you deposited, bank uses that money and lends it to other businessmen. So when the businessman returns the money back with interest to bank, so for the interest, the extra money which banks is getting, so some sort of some share bank gives back to the customer, the person deposited. Let me try to explain it more in detail by giving you the example. For example, Mr. John deposited rupee dollars 5,000 in the bank for period 1 year. When the bank returned his money, he got $5,500. This means he got $500 more. This is called interest on his deposit. $500, the extra amount, $5,000 he has deposited, he got $5,500. So it means $500 more. So this $500 extra money, this is called interest. What in the picture, in the actual on the other side of picture, what happens that the bank lent $25,000 for 1 year to Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson is a small businessman. After the completion of 1 year, Mr. Watson returned $30,000 to bank. This means the bank got an interest of $5,000. So Mr. for lending him money for his business. Basically, $25,000 bank given to Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson returned $30,000 after 1 year to bank. So bank got $5,000 as a interest from Mr. Watson. So in this way, bank got $5,000 as an interest from the Mr. Watson or Mr. or the from the businessman. From the picture, let me try to explain the concept of interest. For example, you are a customer. Like for example, Mr. John is a customer. Mr. John deposited amount in a bank. Okay, then bank gives the money to businessman. Okay, businessman after 1 year returns the amount or interest to bank, and then bank give back the amount to customer with the interest. So this is the cycle. This is the cycle of interest. Like customer gives amount to banker, banker gives to businessman, businessman return back interest to banker, and then banker gives back the interest to customer. So this is the whole cycle or concept of interest. Here it's very important to explain few major terms in this particular domain: principal, amount, and interest. Guys, see, the money you deposited in a bank is called principal. As per the above mentioned example, Mr. John deposited $5,000. So the deposited amount here in this particular case 5,000 is the principal. What is principal? The amount you deposited in a bank is called principal. Then what is interest? The extra money returned to you by the bank is called interest. In this particular case, Mr. John got $500 extra or more from the deposited amount after 1 year. So here $500. This $500 is called the interest. This is the extra money after he got 1 year after his his deposited amount. What is amount? The total money returned by the bank is called the amount. So here $5,500 is the amount. Like bank returned back the total amount, total money to Mr. John is 5,500. Like 5,000 was the deposited amount and 500 was the interest. So 5,500 in total. This is called the amount. Okay, guys. So what are the main terms? The money you deposit in a bank is called principal. The extra money returned to you by the bank is called interest, and the total money returned by the bank is called amount. Okay, let me try to explain again to you. The $5,000 is the principal amount, $500 is the interest, and $5,500 the amount total returned back by the bank is called the amount. Here are some few basic formulas. Amount A is equal to principal plus interest. For example, if you want to calculate the amount is basically total money returned by the bank is called amount. So if you want to calculate the amount, you just need to add principal plus interest. If you want to calculate the interest, you have to it would be amount minus principal. You have to subtract the principal from the amount you got interest. The formula of interest is amount minus principal, and another formula is principal. If you want to calculate the principal, you have to do amount minus interest. You have to subtract the interest from the amount you got the principal. What are the basic formulas? Amount A is equal to P plus I. Interest I is equal to A amount minus principal. Principal, to calculate the principal, you have to do principal P is equal to amount minus I. So that's all from my side. So this was the basic idea or basic concept of interest, that how interest works. And there are some more ideas which can be discussed, but it could be I will love to discuss it later stage. So that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. I would request to please subscribe to my channel, and also share it with your friends and colleagues, and also please like my video. And also you can click on the bell option on the YouTube, so that whenever my new video came, you can just be notified by the YouTube. So I'm again very thankful that you have viewed my video, and uh, very much thanks from my side. Okay, thanks a lot.